Used to manage Big Zulu and Gigi Lamaine.
Okay, before we get there,
Who's still rocking with me? Most of the things that I know now, I'd be far if I knew them earlier. Gatekeeping. Hip hop. That's supposed to be me, right?
a lot of people are watching this and they're like, okay, now we can.
Yes, I am the gatekeeper. Instead of trying to MC, why don't you use your old folks' school fees and get a degree?
Welcome to yet another epic episode of the Creative Community Podcast. If you're not watching, what are you doing? Kindly please make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel so that we can be able to giving you dope content on a daily. Ladisa, I'm so excited about today's episode. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you?
Man, I'm just cold blast and I'm actually gunning for this episode though. Ladies and gentlemen, without wasting time, we have an amazing guest right here on set. He goes by the name of Rashid. Without wasting time, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Rashid K in the building.
I'm out here.
Yeah, how you feeling, my brother?
I'm good, can't complain.
Yeah, you know what, let me just start off by apologizing again. I know I've been apologizing
Yeah.
on behalf of the team, for that.
Yeah.
Like, it won't happen again. Like, it's a learning curve for us, yeah, but we just...
No problem. Don't worry about it.
So you're here in the building, the Creative Community Podcast. Yeah. How has your day been like?
Went to the office in the morning.
Yeah.
Handled some few stuff,
Yeah.
and then I went back home to prepare for this.
But this,
Yeah.
And you know what? We just want to say that today we're so grateful for having you on board.
Thank
Today
you.
we're shining the light upon you.
Yeah.
Rashid
It's
K.
Rashid K.
Yeah, because now, honestly speaking, I don't even know where to start because your catalog is so amazing.
Yeah. You're like an all-go-rounder. There's a lot that you do.
Yeah, I do a lot in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, let's just start here. Kindly please briefly, because a lot of people know you,
Yeah.
they're at home and all that. Kindly please briefly introduce yourself to the viewers there at home.
Hi to everybody who's watching. My name is Rashid K. K is for Kumalo. My real surname is Kumalo. That's where the K comes from. Born and raised in Togoza.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in the media and entertainment industry. TV producer, radio presenter, organizer of the SA Hip Hop Awards, organizer of Back to the City,
Yeah.
hosting a podcast with OG from YFM, the Masterclass podcast. Yeah,
You do a lot of
I did a lot. Used to manage Big Zulu and Gigi Lamaine.
Okay, before we get there.
Yeah.
Before we get there.
No, just like few things that I've done in the industry and things that I'm doing currently.
Yeah. Okay, so now let us start here. Let us start by actually, starting this interview, this whole episode by talking about broadcasting. Since you say that you are all-rounder and you dab down into producing and all that, I want to start this episode by just talking all things broadcasting.
Broadcasting. Okay.
Because
I'm gonna take you back.
okay.
Yeah, where it all started.
Yeah. The year is 2012.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're doing South African Hip Hop Awards
Okay.
for the first time.
Right.
Okay, cool. And then I bumped into DJ Spoo. I met DJ Spoo.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, yo, DJ Spoo, we wanna come to your show, friends like this, because we're trying to promote the awards.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. Come through. So I brought the chance. We went to friends like this to compete. During the show, we were talking about the Sahas, SA Hip Hop Awards, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we did the show. After the show, I went to DJ Spoon, like, yo, me, I do Back to the City and SA Hip Hop Awards. I know cool people, and I was working for Hype Magazine that time.
Hype Magazine.
Like, yeah, like I know cool people. Let me bring you the contestants. It's like, okay, come see me on Monday. Went there to Eben Brew on Monday, and then I got a job. And then, yeah, I started bringing contestants, with my friends like this, you know.
So they were your people, or they're just random people?
I started with my people. I used to bring my boys and parks, you know, like I used to bring cool people, you know.
So you being around that era, like you being around Boys and Barks, you being around DJ's Boo, what influenced you to be like, you know what, I want to do this?
When I was when I was doing that, bringing the contestants, I was already credited for that. I would see my name at the end of the show.
Oh, Master Pili Show.
Yeah, so I was already like the contestants coordinator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then DJ Spoo did that More Fire thing live on TV, and he got fired. and then when he was fired, they moved me to Yo TV.
Yeah.
So because it's the same company, Eben Brew, friends like this and Yo TV under the same roof. So I was working on battle stations. I don't know if you guys remember battle stations.
Such as like,
It was a hip hop show, dancers and rappers. Nadia was one of the judges
I
there.
think I remember.
Yeah. So I was producing that show. And then while I was doing that, I got invited to some competition, rap competition on Ukozi FM to be a judge. I was judging rappers for 3 months. After 3 months, they wanted me to stay. I ended up spending 2 years on Ukozi FM.
Ukozi FM.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then from Yo TV, from Eben Brew, I moved to another production company where I was doing ones and twos.
Wasn't twos, yeah.
Whoa.
I was producing ones and twos.
Yeah.
DJ Mshega won the first season. Prince KB won season 2.
Oh yeah, it was mainly for like DJs.
Yeah, house DJs. Yes, ones and twos.
Wow. Man.
And while I was doing ones and twos,
Yeah.
I got an offer from Red Pepper to produce She's Knees. So I moved to She's Knees. I was doing She's Knees, and then it was She's Live.
Yeah.
I was producing that show and Frenzy as well. I did Frenzy.
Friends, yeah.
Yeah. Science and technology.
So like
Yeah.
this thing, you moving from this production company into the next production, like how does that actually like happen? Like
None.
who are you speaking to? Who's
I'm not
bugging you?
speaking. I'm not
So you're
speaking.
getting offers.
I'm not speaking. Yes.
Oh, you
Until
getting offers?
today, I don't have a CV.
Oh.
Most of the stuff I get is a phone call. Hey, do you think you can do this show? You know. And then while I was doing She's Knees, I got an offer to do one mic on SABC One.
Yeah, it was big.
Yeah,
one
so
mic, yeah.
I produced 3 seasons. We're gonna do season 4 right now.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's coming back. It's coming back.
Exclusive, good people.
Yeah, so
Exclusive.
yeah, I produced one mic all the seasons.
So you being in the broadcasting industry,
Yeah.
like what lessons did you take from people you looked up to? Who was the person that, you know what, I want to be like this person? Yeah.
I learned a lot from. In 2015, Oskido brought me to Metro FM.
Metro FM.
Yeah. So I've been rocking with Oskido ever since. You know, like it take me to Zimbabwe, Durban, July, to Venda. So you know, he'd get all the gigs, the bookings, and I'd just sit there
And just study the game.
and then traveling the whole night with him. Just be on the phone tweeting for him as if it's Oskido tweeting. Yeah, so I learned a lot from Oskido, how he conducts himself, like professionally.
Yeah. And
You know.
how's the relationship between you and him right now?
It's proper. It's proper. You know, sometimes I go to his restaurant,
Yeah.
you know, Daruma by Oskido in Midrand,
Yeah.
you know, Waterfall. So, yeah, That's the guy who taught me a lot.
Almost everything.
Yeah, almost everything when it comes to media and broadcasting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So seeing that, obviously, you told us that you broadcast a lot of shows on TV and all of that.
Yeah.
We want to know more about the podcasting.
The
How did that come
podcasting.
about? Yeah.
The podcasting, how it's in 2020,
Yeah.
I released an album
Okay.
called The Masterclass.
Yeah.
Okay. While I was busy touring, doing gigs, and then curfew.
Oh
Yeah.
Lockdown and everything.
And then I couldn't continue with promoting the album, doing the gigs. And then I met up with DJ Samke. We came up with this thing like, yo, this thing is already in motion.
Yeah.
Let's do like gigs every Sunday. We found a spot in Maboneng. Since there was a curfew, we'd like during the day from 12 during the day we'd have like hip hop sessions.
Was those one in the rooftop?
Yeah.
Oh,
So we bring up and coming artists every Sunday. We do the masterclass hip hop Sundays.
Nice.
And then while we were doing that, we decided to start a podcast. Just call it the masterclass because it was already moving and it had an audience already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we started shooting.
few episodes,
Yeah,
and the response was positive.
was positive and we never stopped. This Friday we're on episode 88.
88.
Yeah.
That's huge, man. That's huge.
Yeah.
It's the Masterclass podcast.
Yeah, the masterclass podcast.
Yeah, make sure you go there, just subscribe to that
Yeah.
podcast and all that. Show love to my brother over here. So now I want to know, you being a broadcaster, what difference does it make being in TV and being on radio?
Being on TV as a presenter,
As a presenter.
you don't have your own mind.
Oh,
Everything you're saying, you're reading auto cue.
auto cue.
Yeah. So, yeah, all those presenters, hey, welcome to She's News, blah, blah, they're reading that thing.
Okay.
You know, so even the comments, it's you stick to the script because we don't have to go to ad break before you finish that. You know, so everything is timed. So as a TV presenter, you don't have a mind of your own. You're there for the looks, but I'm going to write everything that you're going to say.
So tell me, and then what about those shows that are live?
Yeah.
And then
That's
what if
the auto cue.
What if a presenter then makes a mistake after all reading?
With a live show, I produced She's Live. It was live.
Oh, it was live, yeah.
No mistake. If it's pre-recorded, you can say, Ash, my bad, cut, let's do it again.
Yeah.
But with live, there's no such. That's why if you're going to do a live show, like She's Live was at 4.
Yeah, it is.
We start at 2 doing the show
Yes.
over and over and over.
Yes, yes.
You know what I'm saying? We, like as if we're doing it live until we're confident that we're ready to go.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So that's
The difference.
the difference. That's TV. With radio,
The radio.
you need to be smart. You need to be informed. You might have a script, but when we're talking about Bafana or what's happening, Sundowns, you must be able to contribute in the conversation. When we talk about Pala and EFF marching, you must be. So as a radio presenters are smarter than TV presenters
presenters.
because they do a lot of research and they engage in conversations. You know, sometimes you don't even prepare. You check what's trending and you talk about that. You must be able to conversate. You know.
Who busy lapha with no comment. No comment.
Yeah.
Anything about that?
Yeah, no, you can't do that on radio.
Can't do that.
You can't say I don't have anything to say. I think you are right. No. And then with podcast breaks all the rules.
Yeah, podcast.
You know.
Yeah.
Because you can drink and get drunk while shooting. You can swear, you can say fuck, shit. There's no rules with podcasting. Nobody's gonna say cut, times is up. No. If it's an hour, it's an hour. If it's 2 hours, it's 2 hours. There's no rules when it comes to podcasting.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, that's the difference between radio, podcasting, and TV.
So now, how do you master the art? Because everything is different. How do you like? Okay, you know what? Now I want to be like, you know what? On TV, I need to put my mind. What rituals or maybe like things that you gotta do?
Luckily, on TV, I'm not like I produce. I'm behind the scenes. I'm the one shouting at presenters. Hey, camera 3. Yeah. What? You know, I'm the one behind shouting at presenters. So that's easy. Yeah. With radio, it's the same as the masterclass. I'm very knowledgeable and informative. Just I know that on radio I don't have to swear. You know, and I'm conscious of the time because I need to link to ad break and I need to link to the news. You know, so yeah, that's how it is.
Man, shout out. You know, I'm learning a thing or two from you, my brother, because Lena, you know, I'm quite looking up to you. Lena, as I am a presenter on this podcast, I'm also, you know, like taking notes. And I'm gonna go back and just look at this interview and be like, wow, this is what I really need to, like, you know, dab into. So now we're taking a break. Now we're actually going to you actually producing shows. Né? What are the things that you do before you produce a show, or before you, like, you know what, lay down a script? What things you look into?
It depends on the type of a show and the topic for that day. Like the concept, okay, today we're dealing with this is what we're going to talk about, and what other issues are related to this. You know, you can't be like talking politics and then you bring a comedian. Yeah, you know, and or maybe you bring a big Zulu. So you check people, figures, and entertainers that can go with what we're talking about today. Even the music, who can perform. You know, you can't bring somebody saying shake your booty when you're talking about elections.
Which is true. Which is true. So you gotta like be able to like.
Theme everything together, make it link and connect.
Since you said you spilled the beans about like season 4 is coming, one mic.
Yes.
What should the viewers at home expect from you as you're the producer of the show?
It's gonna be 13 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
On a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Right.
Weekly basis, SABC 1 again. 12 episodes pre-recorded. I think the grand finale, episode 13, is gonna be live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there auditions for it though?
Yeah, there are auditions, but they haven't been announced. With every season, we do auditions. Joburg, Pretoria, Durban. We move around the main cities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So they just should expect more info once it is announced.
Yeah.
So who funds it? How do you fund that though? Like,
how do you fund what?
Like the one mic, like you go into Pretoria, you go into Durban, you know, like.
Oh no! Once the show is commissioned by the channel, there's a budget for everything.
Oh, there's a budget for everything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you source out funding from.
No, when you present the show and they approve it, you send the budget, you break it down. This is for auditions. This is for.
Once they're approved.
Once they approve. That's why we can be able to bring contestants from Durban or Cape Town, fly them, and then accommodate them, because everything is within the budget.
Okay. Yeah. You see things that we didn't know.
Hey.
Because I thought maybe it all works with maybe you guys getting sponsors, from different companies or brands.
No.
Because sometimes when there are shows,
you can do that before you pitch.
Okay.
You can shoot one episode as a pilot from your own pocket.
All right.
And then you present it. Once they approve it, everything is on them financially.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, you being a person who everybody looks up to, even like I'm assuming you have like your own following. What message would you like to say to a young upcoming producer? Like motivation wise, what can you say to
Hey man, everything is out there. Go to University of Google, use YouTube tutorials.
Yeah.
You know, most of these things don't need school anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, most of the things.
You know,
Yeah.
if you have the Wi-Fi or data, you can learn a lot. You know, so, but be sure about what you want to do. Don't be everywhere. You might think I'm everywhere, but I'm only doing media. Everything is like, whether it's radio, TV, or podcast, it's the same thing. Yeah, that's why they can now when you see radio, they bringing podcast to be radio presenters. Radio presenters are becoming podcasters. It's the same thing.
And we will always, maybe like when we talk as friends in general, be like, why like the same people do the same things all over again.
Yeah.
Like, as in, let's say, for example, an actress or an actor, you see them jumping from being an actor to being a presenter, or being a presenter to radio. So now it makes sense when you say that they all fall under the same umbrella.
It is. Sometimes when they're looking for new presenters, they watch podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Nice.
that's why even Sol Penduga was hired from Podcast and Chill by by Kaya FM.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, Gonje, yeah, he got hired.
so you know what I mean. So they looking. You could be the one they looking for.
Nah.
Yeah.
Ah man, now shout out to them. Keep looking, guys. There's talent out here, you know.
Yeah.
There's people. Who are, yeah,
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, I feel like this platform, podcasting, like it allows you to be yourself.
Yeah, no, it does. It
allows
does.
you to be yourself. So whatever, like you go to like these other shows, there's like rules that you gotta follow. You cannot swear. You have to be like 1 hour early for your show.
Yeah,
you know.
to prepare. Yeah.
Yeah. So now talking about radio now, I got you on what is this, Channel Africa?
One Africa.
One Africa.
Yeah.
One Africa radio. Like, what makes your show different from these other shows?
It's information.
It's information.
It's information. I think we can play the same music. Music doesn't make any difference. You can play the same playlist, but it's the information. It's what you say on air. Did the listener learn anything? You know what I mean? Because the other, okay, I do this every day. I ask my co-host, what are people from Burkina Faso called?
Yeah.
She didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, and she wasn't the only one. When I tell her that, you must, okay, 1 million people are listening. Probably half of that didn't know. You know, so it's all about education. I learned something today from that show. It's the same masterclass concept.
Nice.
Because on our podcast, we talk about split sheets and contracts and the art of sampling, how to clear a sample, things that artists don't know.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
About giving information. And so tell me, within the radio, do you guys actually, get the numbers of people that are listening to you?
Yes.
Okay.
They
Monitored.
yeah, it's monitored. They send us. They'll tell you how many people are listening to your station through on their cars, on the devices, on the actual radio, through audio bouquet on DSTV. They break it down like that.
Okay. And then is there a time where maybe the numbers would like get low bits? Do you like get demotivated if that happens?
The numbers don't get low. Let's say you have 900,000 listeners.
Yeah.
On a good day, you'll have 920.
Okay.
On a bad day, you'll have 850. But like the average is 900.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah, man. You know what? Honestly speaking, even the subscribers there at home, they're like watching this podcast and they're like, you know what? We're getting some information from you, you know. So now I want us to talk about music. You being an artist, where did music actually like start for you? Like,
Music started with like before everything else.
Yeah.
yeah.
Primary school, high school. You know, I'm trying to show you something.
Okay.
So you're trying to look through your phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you where it started.
Oh, okay.
You know, see, that's what I like about social media. You're able to keep archives.
You see, this is me when I was like, hey, come on. Not ads.
I'm playing ads.
Okay, I can skip it.
Okay, right.
You see,
Gem
this is
Alley.
me. I was on Gem Early. This is me when I was 16 years old.
Oh, wow, man.
Okay.
You know, so I was already freestyling. I was already deep into music at the age of 16.
Yeah.
You know.
And
We're
Gem
gonna
Alley
show-
is a very long time show.
Yeah. So everything started with the music.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna share that on the bottom of the screen there,
Yeah.
so you can be
Yeah.
able to see it there.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, everything started with the music.
So you who inspired you to like do music? Because I understand that you're from Togoza, right?
Mm-hmm.
The East Rand. Who was the people that you were looking up to?
At home, there was like a lot of CDs.
Oh yeah.
You know, and my brothers like played. One played R&B, one played hip hop. You know, so
Different genres,
yeah,
yeah.
different genres. So I gravitated towards hip hop,
Nice.
and then met other people who
We're doing hip
who were
hop.
like-minded at the basketball courts, and yeah, the rest is history.
And then seeing that with social media, you know, back in the day, social media wasn't the way it is right now.
It wasn't there.
Yeah, it wasn't there.
Yeah.
So, how did you actually manage to push yourself as an artist? Because it's really hard. Even now that there is social media currently, it's still hard
Yeah.
for upcoming artists.
With music, like, to tell you the truth,
Yeah.
I never did music like full time, like, yo, I'm going in, I'm gonna go on tour, I'm gonna do interview,
Yeah.
go shoot videos. I don't even spend money on music. You know, I always treated music like, okay, got a beat, okay, got a studio, okay, got a camera, design an artwork, shoot a video. Outdo the whole album plus a video without spending a cent.
Nice.
You know, so it was never like, oh, I need a budget to do this. No,
because
it was like, what do I have at my disposal?
You can work.
Yeah, that I can work with. You know, luckily it worked, and in South Africa, it's not like in America, especially when you do hip hop.
Yeah.
In America, you can do one song and become a millionaire. But in South Africa, hip hop will give you fame, and you can use that fame to open doors and do other things. You know, Proverb never made money from music, but it did Idols. Kaya FM is on Metro FM now. Like, music can open doors. You know, don't think you're gonna be rich from music. You know, because streams don't pay. It was better with the CDs. Streams don't pay at all.
So would you advise a person, upcoming person, to like go after, record label and deal, or would you like say become independent?
Independent. You must go watch the masterclass. There's a episode called "To Sign or Not to Sign."
Okay.
It varies with people.
Alright.
You know, I could be able to fund my own things. I don't need a label. If I'm from a rich family, like I'm Dallas, you know, I have all the money.
Yeah.
You don't need a label because you can pay for everything.
Yeah. True.
But if you're just a kid from the hood, that like your parents don't understand this music thing. Take a Questa, for example.
Yeah.
He had to be signed to make it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he had that money in his pocket. You know, so it's different. If you have the budget, you don't need a label.
If you have the budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, shout out. So now, places that music actually took you. Where are those places, and who are the people that were around you by then? People like you know, you grew up with, and people who are still like rocking with you till now.
Who's still rocking with me? I'm sure, yeah, but I still have a lot of guys that I grew up with.
Yeah.
DJ Dollar from Togoza is still my boy. You know, the Hidden Force guys, Hoodlam, Lebza, and them, I still
Oh,
see.
the Hidden Force.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out.
You know, they from Togoza. Rilo from Squatter Camps from Togoza. We still talk. You know, I knew her like from high school.
Yeah.
You know, before she even met Squatter Camp. You know, so yeah, I still communicate with a lot of guys. You know, even though I moved a while ago. You know, I don't stay in Togoza anymore, but I still come to see the gents.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
How is it different, like you being away and then you being here at home? Like, what difference does it make? Like, if you wanna like be around Koka, see, like, what do you need to do? Or if you wanna be away, what do you need to do?
I don't know. When I'm in the hood,
When are you in the hood? Like,
Yeah.
what do you need to do? Like, what do you put your mind into? Like, what are you focused on?
I don't focus on anything. I just come to the hood, maybe to the car wash, plum with the gents and drink. Yeah.
Oh, so you like?
Yeah. If you wanna move away from white people, yeah, you come to the hood and get a quarter there,
Yeah.
get some beers, you know.
And just enjoy yourself.
Yeah, get people coming to you. Oh, Tengelipia, Nkauza.
Yeah.
That shit, you know. You know, I remember the other time I knew I was gonna spend the whole day at gas.
Yeah.
So I took like $200, like split it into 10.
Yeah.
I know in the hood somebody's gonna come. Fucking Nkauza, oh, Tengelipia. I always come prepared.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I always come prepared.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I have like questions from our community members. They want to ask you something. What is your favorite song from the album that you just dropped, the Rain album?
The Rain album.
Why made it back?
Yo, bruh, I'll call you back. I'm still shooting a podcast. I'll call you back afterwards. Sure.
I thought you were looking for it.
No. I know it from.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, songs are like your kids. You can't say I like this one more than this one.
Yeah.
But I like the intro. I took the intro. It's called Black is Beautiful. It's from a Steve Biko movie.
The hood is the hood.
Yeah, hood is a hood. Like, you know how boring Buma Santin. Like everybody thinks they're important.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, and when you're in the hood, you don't worry. You can eat namashoho without being judged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So every once in a while we do that. You know,
Ah, man, shout
just chill, drink, and eat some junk food.
Okay. The next question, it says, why didn't the Kasi rap genre last longer in the early 2015?
Kasi rap.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you what killed Kasi Rap. It's the budget.
Oh, the budget.
It's the PRs and the middlemen.
Yeah.
You see, when Squatter Camp and Pro Kid and Selvin and all those guys came through, there were no PR companies. Everything was based on talent. You know what I mean? And then when PR companies started existing, it was all about who has the money. Now a kid from Soweto or Katlehong can't afford to pay a PR company 25,000 rand
That's
a month.
odd. A month.
Yes.
Oh.
You know, if you want me to plug your song on radio, you must pay me 20,000. So if you don't have that money, your song can't play on radio. So everything is about money. That's why the kids from the suburbs, they started infiltrating, started hearing the north, started seeing Bo Dales, Bo Ricky Rick, Bo Costa Teach, because these are the kids who had money from home.
Yeah.
You know, Mommy, I want to shoot a 50,000 rand video here. You know, so that's what killed Kasi Rap. You know, and it's that's why it's hard for Kasi artists to make it in the industry. Because there's a thing called networking. You need to be at the booth in Sentin, at the club, and to network with people. And you need to buy a bottle. And you need, in order for you to talk to these people, you need to be at the VIP. You know.
It's money.
Yes. So like going out there, meeting these people, you need to spend money.
Okay, the next question, I think it relates more on money. How can artists navigate their industry and not deal with pressure by getting broke?
By getting a job.
Getting a job.
Yeah. Don't rely on music. Music is like this. Even though you make money, it will take you 3 to 5 years to reach that level. You know, nobody starts music today and he makes money in 6 months. It doesn't happen like that. Even if you can have the biggest song every day on radio, Samro pays after 6 months. What are you eating right now?
Yeah. And I think Lento Kulmayo, a lot of artists, like, they feel ashamed of getting a job and actually not relying on
They must get a job until they are sorted. They know that they're on the Blackie level, Big Zulu level, where you know every weekend you have 3 gigs, each gig is paying 50K. Then you don't need a job.
Yeah, sure.
So how do you maintain that? Like, you always like gigging and never like falling back or maybe like getting old to our ears? Like, how do you maintain that?
I don't know. I think it's I'm not in a desperate situation where I need a hit song, or I'm gonna starve. I have like 3 jobs. Besides music, I have like 3 jobs that are all paying. You know, I can stay the whole year without releasing. So I do music for fun. There's no pressure to say, hey, the song needs to sell, this album needs to sell. I don't have that pressure. That's why a lot of people who don't have jobs, they end up getting depressed, taking drugs, becoming alcoholics, hanging themselves. How many suicides have we had? You know, so it's those things.
Okay. The next question talks about, what advice would you give your younger self?
I think I did well. I don't know, but like most of the things that I know now, I'd be far if I knew them earlier.
Yeah.
Because when you are 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, it's all about
The fame.
it's all about the fame. Hey, did you see me on TV? Did you hear me on radio?
Yeah.
Did you know? But what did you gain after that? How do you use that to further your career? You know? So a lot of things, even with the music business, I didn't know anything about royalties. I didn't know anything about all these companies, Samro, Capasso, Sampra. There's a lot of music houses that deal with royalties, and you must know which one. For my video, where do I go? For my live performance, where do I go? For my airplay, where do I go? You know, a lot of artists still don't know those things. They know they exist. They know there's Capasso, but what is it for? There's Samro. What is it for? There's Sampra. How are these things different? You know. So if I had that knowledge when I was young, I'd be far by now. Yeah.
Because then I also learned that by watching, what is this, the Hustler's Corner. Where Nota, spoke about like the music business.
Yeah.
You gotta get it registered through Capasso. Like, they're different. This one deals with that one. This one deals with that one, as you said. Me performing on stage, where do I go?
And there's Risa. Risa runs the summers. You can't enter the summers if you're not a member of Risa.
Not a member of Risa. Because I remember I was invited go this like board meeting yana yabona, where they were talking all things, summers.
Yeah.
So we got like dope content coming through your way. So just stay tuned there, dog. So now the next question is 5 favorite artists.
5 favorite artists. Damian Marley.
Yes, because he's part of my list as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like Pro Kid.
Pro Kid, yeah. Hey, you've been saying Pro Kid. Like, I've watched your episodes.
Pro Kid, yeah. That's my all-time favorite.
Yeah.
I like Thandiswa Mazwai.
Yeah.
I love her music. And there was this group, but it's no longer there. 340 Mil. I don't know if you know 340 Mil.
I don't know that group.
You don't know 340 Mil?
Was it her and 2 gents, I think?
No, it was guys only.
Just guys only? Oh.
I don't know. I'm not familiar.
I'll be thinking about scoring after midnight driving. You're the one I'm adoring after midnight driving.
I don't know.
You guys. Not you 2000. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got like my favorite artist. Like, my taste varies from. I can go from reggae to maskandi to hip hop to So
Oh, okay. We're gonna be playing a game. Hello, can you please give me those papers there? CIB, can you please borrow us your cap there? We're gonna be playing a game real quick. It's more like a quiz. We're gonna be like giving you a list of names, and then you gotta say the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
So I'm going to choose.
I hope I know them.
He's going to choose.
You're gonna choose, and then you're gonna give back Ladisa the paper, and then Ladisa will read it out to you.
Okay.
And then you're gonna say the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay. I hope I know.
You know.
I know these people.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, let me open it up. It says Love and Hip Hop South Africa.
Love and Hip Hop South Africa.
Yeah.
Gigi Lamane.
Yes. I mean, you've worked with her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, how was it like working with Gigi though?
I met Gigi when she was doing grade 10 in Newtown at the studio with her mom. Hey, umntanami uyacula. Sifuna umuntu ozosinceda. But mommy, I've never managed anyone. But we've been seeing you. Okay, I'll try. Let's do it. And then we started working until we did ice cream, until I got her signed,
Into Mabala.
Oh, nice.
Until
so
now.
You're her manager full-time?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm there. She can call me anytime. Like, hey, Mabala is doing this to me. And then she moves to Ambitious. Hey, Ambitious is doing this to me. And then she moves to Dream Team with Kulichan. No, these guys are doing this to me. No, okay. Fuck the record labels. Be independent. Go register your own company. And then she's been doing that now.
Yeah, because like I met her when was it? Like last year October. I was shooting my music video. Just Take Time. It's gonna be dropping soon, And we were supposed to be like shooting, and then we're like, because we were late, you know, and she's been waiting for us. She was like, yo,
She
dog.
also has a podcast.
She also has a
Yeah,
podcast.
she does.
Yeah.
She was like, yo, guys, I got a studio session, so I got to bounce just before that. But then, yeah, I met her, and she's a cool
chick.
person. Yeah, she's a cool
Very
person.
cool.
Okay, the next one. Next one.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
This one says Metro FM Awards.
Yeah, Metro FM Awards. The first thing that comes to mind.
Ricky Rick. Stop lying to the kids. 2017. I was there in Durban. I was there. I attended those awards where
How's the vibe though when it comes to awards? Do you like get invited or
Yeah.
do you buy tickets to go there? Especially
it depends. It depends on who you are. It could be both. I organize SA Hip Hop Awards, so I usually get invites from other awards, whether it's the Summers or the Metros or whatever, you know. So yeah, you get invited, but generally people buy tickets. Yeah.
Because I mean, I would see like there would be like many artists, like I think Nakambili, and then at the back,
Like people.
like people, audience and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you have like reserved seats for
Yeah.
the artists and the nominees, and then you have the VIP section, and then you have the general section.
Nice. Okay. Right. On to the next one. Sister, what's that? Something like
Five.
Are you counting?
Yeah, it's 2, now it's 3.
Okay. This one, it says gatekeeping.
Gatekeeping,
Hip hop.
hip hop. That's supposed to be me, right?
Clear the confusion.
Yeah, that's what they call me, the gatekeeper of SA Hip Hop.
Why a lot of people
Why
like saying
though?
that though?
It's because radio, TV, and the awards, and Back to the City. So all these platforms, if you wanna be in,
You gotta go through you.
one way or the other, you have to talk to Rashid or email Rashid. You know, so yeah,
Oh.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
But then I
Is
take
it a
it.
bad thing?
Nah, I think yeah. So some
When
of
you-
the people might
It's-
view it as a bad thing,
Oh.
but then I think it's a good thing because like
it's the connotation. You know, being a gatekeeper. If you're keeping the gate, it's what you do.
Yeah.
Do you open for people? Do you put them on or bavalela ngaphandle? So it's like saying when a name get a bad connotation, like saying a slave queen.
Yeah.
Being a slave queen, it's a beautiful name, but now it's associated with the gold diggers, the
Yeah.
what, you know. But a slave queen in general, it's a nice name. Even gatekeeper, there's nothing wrong
with gatekeeping.
with being a gatekeeper.
Yeah, because
You know, but it only becomes wrong when you abuse your power. Uvalela abantu ngaphandle because you got the keys. Yeah.
Favors for certain people.
Yeah.
So, okay. I think that cleared the confusion, right?
Yeah,
mean,
I think a lot of
misunderstanding.
people are like watching this and they're like, okay, now we clear.
Yes, I am the gatekeeper.
Right. So this is the fourth one.
The fourth one.
Yeah. Okay. This one is Team President Ramaphosa.
I don't like him.
Yes, you are very. On to the next
I don't
one.
like. I think Ramaphosa is the worst president ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I second that.
Yeah.
I second that. Stella,
Last one.
The
The last
last
one,
one is Umatrina. This one just says SA Hip Hop.
SA Hip Hop. SA Hip Hop. Squatter Camp. Cashless Society. Amo. Optical Illusion. Tumi and the Volume. Zulu Boy. 3 Months Cup. DJ Ready D. POC.
Tear gas.
Tear Gas.
Yeah.
We can go on and on. That's hip hop. That's SA Hip Hop.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. It's always nice to see, what
I have a last question though before we end it.
Okay.
So, in your catalog of being a musician, right? Like, who would you rate yourself with? Maybe like an international artist.
International artist. Absol.
Ooh, TDE.
Yeah, TDE. I think I'm TDE material.
Underground, right? Is it supposed
They
to be
they they
underground?
they dope as fuck. They too nice.
But then they
But
starving there.
but they not
No.
they're not on the Drake level.
Oh, yeah.
They're not on the Drake level. Here in South Africa, I'm TDE.
Yeah.
I'm not on the Nasty C Casper, aka, but I'm there and I'm dope as fuck.
Yeah.
So I relate a lot with TDE.
And I feel
Yeah.
like it's because of mostly it's because they are it's underground artists.
Yeah.
And underground artists, not abantu abaningi, they listen to
Them.
that vibe.
Mm.
Yeah. So it takes long for them to get there, but for them it's not about even getting there.
Yeah, it's not about
sending
yeah.
the message. Yeah, through their music. I love that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. Before we close, do you want anybody who wants to say something? Maybe
From
ask
a
Rashid
team.
from the team there.
Any question from the floor?
Nah, I think they're nice.
Yeah.
I think they're nice.
Tell you 16 bars. Okay. Let's handle.
Okay.
Your rappers have a right to remain silent. Any stupid stuff you say shall be used against you on the mics. Then my right hand man didn't understand, he was just a hype man. He be walking around talking shit about me instead of making on his own without me. Thin line between dreamers and achievers. Ya niggas need Jesus cause you all funny. Whoever said money doesn't grow on trees must have been talking small money. Coins and shit. Money is made from a paper which is made from a tree. Are you good to saying Yasbona? I'm performing for a fee. Rappers in my category never do this for free.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to MC, why don't you use your old folks' school fees and get a degree?
That's how we close the episode. We out of here, good people.